All right, y'all, welcome back to Tailored Health Tips. This is the How I Lost My Beer Belly series, and this is tip number 6, understanding the need to eliminate vegetable oils. And this particular topic is one that I needed a lot of education and convincing about. I grew up understanding that vegetable oil was good for you, and I think most of us who grew up in the US came to understand this. And eventually, this marketing machine, this PR machine from the food manufacturers and the vegetable oil manufacturers, that were able to convince me and so many people that vegetable oil was good for you and healthy, it basically perverted my understanding, but also like my diet, because I thought that frying things in vegetable oils would make them healthy. And one of the things that I haven't talked so much about in terms of my diet is I also became a big fan of deep fried chicken as I got when I came into Texas. Like some of the restaurants and fast food places around here just have like really good deep fried chicken. And so would cook with vegetable oil at home, would buy foods from places that use vegetable oils, until I started watching the videos to understand how vegetable oil is manufactured. And then also started watching the videos about the types of health problems that these healthy, in quotes, because they're not healthy at all, vegetable oils were causing to people all over the world, including me, and how they were changing our bodies and how our bodies look and how our bodies process food and nutrition. So it turns out that the vegetable oil manufacturers have convinced us via marketing that vegetable oil is healthy, when in fact nothing could be further from the truth. And it turns out that vegetable oils were basically made as a byproduct, and then someone saw a marketing opportunity and then decided to change how they're made so they can be manufactured in such a way to, with marketing, make them look attractive. So that color that they have, like that yellowish color that we've been made to associate with like the sun and like natural, no, that's not natural, right? To get it to that color, chemicals are added, like really heavy chemicals. And also to remove the odor from the vegetable oils that are being made, things like corn oil, soybean oil, and those types of things that have been sold as being healthy. Industrial strength deodorants and deodorizers are used. So for me, that was the information I needed to understand that no, I'm not going to be using vegetable oils going forward. If you need to put deodorant, industrial strength deodorant in food that's meant to be natural, so you take away the smell, something is wrong there, right? And the more I educated myself, the better my resolve was, and the stronger my conviction and commitment was to just not using vegetable oil. So in the next video, I'll talk about the alternatives that are healthier that I've started using and that are also recommended for those of you that want to stop using vegetable oil. But I would be remiss if I didn't share a story about vegetable oils that also was very powerful for me. I remember growing up in the US and McDonald's fries being just like to die for. Like I remember sometimes whenever I would get McDonald's, especially in my teenage years, I would actually look forward to eating the fries more than I would the Big Mac or any of the burgers, quarter pounder, or any of that, right? Yet at some point later in my teenage year into my early 20s, McDonald's fries just didn't taste the same. And it just started tasting like tasteless, first of all, and very quickly, like what I also saw is like if you didn't eat it very quickly, and I'm sure many of you have experienced this, if you didn't eat it quickly, then the fries wouldn't really look, taste, or feel the same or feel right, right? So hard for me to describe it in words, but like, you know what I'm talking about. Like when they go cold, it's actually not that good. Like if you're going to eat them, you got to eat them fast. And I also found out that the the fries later, like in my 20s, that I would eat from McDonald's, like I would have to add a lot more salt than I used to have to as a teenager. Well, as part of my education and learning about vegetable oils, I learned that there was a particular gentleman whose name escapes me, who was on a health crusade because he had suffered from a heart attack, and he was persuaded that vegetable oils were good for you, and therefore he went on a personal mission, and he was wealthy enough to be able to get this done. Personal mission to convince McDonald's that that they should stop using I think it was beef tallow. Yeah, I think it's called beef tallow. Like, but basically the fat from beef and meat. Um, Instead of using that, then they should use vegetable oils. And as a result, the change was made. And once the change was made, this then, of course, introduced vegetable oils to a lot of people who consume McDonald's products, including me, in a much larger scale. But of course, people were already cooking with vegetable oils. And another story that was poignant and powerful for me was listening to Dr. Pradeep Jamnadis, and he spoke about how Indians started experiencing a higher incidence of diabetes. And this is despite the fact that many of them are vegetarians, so they don't really eat sugar as much. And from research, he believes very strongly, and you should definitely check out his videos and channel. I found him to be really super helpful in educating me that part of what was driving this increasing incidence of diabetes in Indians in the subcontinent is the switch over to vegetable oils, because they had become convinced that they should cook with vegetable oils, and vegetable oils were now implicated in the metabolic syndrome diseases like diabetes, right? So that was a wake-up call. And I thought to myself, wow, I know my dad, my late dad, may his soul rest in peace, was diabetic, and at some point in my health journey, as things started going the other way, it became clear that I was pre-diabetic myself, so I knew I had to get rid of vegetable oils, and I did. So I'm curious, for those of you that are on this journey or starting this journey, like, what have you done? Like, are you still cooking with vegetable oils? Have you replaced them with other things? How has it worked out for you? Drop me some comments and let me know. And if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you would like to share this video because you think someone will benefit from it, please go ahead and share. And if you'd like to be notified when I drop the next video in this series or other videos on my channel, hit that notification bell. All right, y'all. See you soon.